everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another M19 Intermediate Swiss Draft League. We've got Omniscience in here, but we probably take Rabid Bite or Star-Crowned Stag. Both are fine first picks. I think we'll go with the Rabid Bite since it's one-sided fight removal, which I like a lot. I think it's a good card. It's well costed. And yeah, those are the only two first picks I'm seeing, so let's take the Rabid Bite. All right. Greenseeker's a great follow-up pick. There is a Lich's Caress in here. And a Shock, and another Stag. But Greenseeker usually ends up being green card advantage, so quite a bit of green card advantage, too. I think Lich's Caress is good as well. I'm going to just go with my gut. It says take the Greenseeker, draw 5 cards from it, block a bunch of 2-power dudes, be pretty happy. Trash Master, it's kind of cool. So no green pick worth taking. Could take the Goblin lowered, I guess. I'm not blown away by it. Could just take the Spores. Pretty solid removal. Second Psychic Corrosion we've seen. I don't think the mill plan's great. I haven't been super blown away by it, but I have lost to it once. I've got the Volley Veteran and the Trash Master in here. That's kind of cool. We'll take the Spores. We'll kill get the kill spell rather. There's a Gallant Cavalry in there as well, which I do like. Okay, so here, no green pick that I see. Probably just take the Shock. Good, cheap removal. I like the Marauder's Axe as well. Okay, I actually like Meteor Golem. Could just take the Titanic Growth. I think it's a strong card. It wins games. Boggart Brute in here. Some white cards as well. I think I'm going to go Titanic Growth. My gut says this card is important in the format. A real game winner. I do like Meteor Golem a lot, though. But we'll go for low curve, strong combat trick oriented deck and see if that works better for us. I'll take the Boggart Brute over the Ogre. Menace is a huge upside. It's also a Fountain of Renewal in here, which I think is good. So here, there's a Cinder Barons, which I guess would let us splash for black or red. Strangling Spores, not the best splash card. There's a Vyashno Pyromancer if we were to play Beatdown. That's about the only deck I'd want it in. We could be Beatdown, though. I don't think it's great. Greenseeker is not super conducive to a Beatdown deck. Talons of Wildwood is okay. It's not great. Kind of not blown away by any of this. I think we'll take the Dissenter. I think Shieldmare is good too, but in case the red plan's not working. Oh. Well, there's Instigator and another Boggart Brute. Team Pump is probably where Instigator shines the most. Boggart Brute's just good on its own. Marauder's Axe can be equipped, make a threat out of anything, which I do like. I think Marauder's Axe is good. I'm okay taking it here too, over the 2 red cards. Seeing a lot of late white still as well. Well, the Psychic Corrosion did wheel. I assume if this one wheeled, the other one did. 2 Psychic Corrosion's not a bad start to a mill deck. I just don't really think it's that good. We're not off to a terribly crazy exciting start though. I could take another Boggart Brute. Seems fine. Do we go for the Corrosion plan? Alright. It's just exciting enough where I'll see if we can make it work. Was this the pack that had it, or maybe the next one? If I don't get the second one, I'm not going to go for it. I guess we'll take the Lich. Actually, yeah, Lich is pretty good. Alright, looks like we didn't get the second one, surprisingly. So we can take the Veteran here. I think Veteran's actually pretty good. Second Marauder's Axe or a Highland Lake. Or a Trumpet Blast. We'll take maybe a second axe. It's probably okay, actually. Alright, well, I thought we would If we wheeled one, I thought we would wheel both, but we did not. So still trying to figure out, lock down exactly what we're doing. I do actually think Phylactery Lich is pretty strong. If you get enough... Ooh, Palaka Worm is definitely strong too. Another Psychic Corrosion and a Vampire Sovereign. This pack is deep. I think Palaka Worm is just a big game winner. I'm going to take it. It used to be uncommon, which is just absolutely crazy. But, I mean, I love Vampire Sovereign too, but Palaka Worm is just really phenomenal card. Expensive, but I would argue well worth the cost. I imagine it being fairly difficult to run a Phylactery Lich and a Palaka Worm in the same deck, but I suppose it's possible. Here's a pretty easy Lightning Strike. Really good card. Also an Electrify in here, which I would take, but... Alright, at this point, let's cut the black. Let's settle on into green-red. Vinemare I'm going to take over Druid. I think Druid is great. I love it, but Vinemare is one of those cards that's just really, really powerful. 4 mana, 5 power, efficient already. Hexproof with more upside. So much upside to this card. Just a real game winner. We're going to take it. So now we can take the Wolves. We can take the Bristling Boar. No red card. Worth taking. I think I like the Wolves more than the Boar. Yeah, I think that's probably right. I did see the comment that said I was vastly underrating Bristling Boar, but I guess I need to hear the argument for why one would think it's good. Vigilant Baloth, on the other hand, needs no... is just good. I think we can all agree Vigilant Baloth is good. I'm going to take Titanic Growth over the Apparatus. There's a Spark Tongue Dragon in here too, which I think is really good. I'm still going to go Titanic Growth. I've got a really good feeling about the card Titanic Growth in general. I really think it's a big time game winner. Plus now we're reasonably well set up for the Thud deck as well, which I did lose against recently, but Axes, Titanic Growths, high power dudes, just get them down to 10 and then pump and sack and they're done. Alright, we could take the Sure Strike. It's another good combat trick. Still good for the Thud deck. Or we could take a Havoc Devils, which I think I kind of want to take because of the... I think we have a good initial start for it, although we're getting very color intensive at this point. I might just have to be okay with that. I think the Havoc Devils are good. A 4 mana 4/3 trample is good. We'll take it over the Sure Strike. Basilisk I like quite a bit. I think the Death Touch is totally relevant, especially in a deck that's got the Rabid Bite. Well, we did wheel the Corrosion, but we're off that plan, sorry. There was a time where I was willing to do it, but we didn't wheel the second one. Guess I can take a Fire Elemental. I don't think we need it. Probably don't need the Crash Through either. I guess there's a few guys that could use Trample in our deck. I'm not going to play the Fire Elemental. I suppose I'll take the Crash Through. I don't think we're playing it either, though. Well, I got another Havoc Devils. I'm probably okay with that. Naturalize, good sideboard card to have. Oaken Form, playable card, but not what I'm looking for. I'm going to let somebody have the Uncomfortable Chill. Last pick, Trumpet Blast. Yeah, it's possible we could play it. Probably not, though. Okay, so now I think we take Electrify. There's also a Spark Tongue Dragon, Spider, Diamond Mare, Boar. All of these would be fine. We'll take the Electrify, though, pretty happily. I don't think we're going to do that. This doesn't strike me as a Trumpet Blast deck. So now we can take the Gyriper Guide, which is kind of deceptively good. It's also an uncommon now. I feel like it was common before. I suppose I'm just a click away from checking that. Let's see. Nope, it's always been uncommon. I was wrong. Well, okay. There's another Titanic Growth in here, but we'll take the Gyriper Guide. We have 4 spots left in the deck, and we probably want 4 more creatures, so we'll take the Guide. I'm probably willing to swap one of our axes out for another Titanic Growth if I get the opportunity, because I think the combat trick surprise win is probably better than 2 axes. Probably. Well, I'll take another shock over a Spark-Tongue Dragon. Sarkhan's Unsealing. Wait a second. I think we may actually be able to play this card for once. We have the Block-A-Worm, which is cool, but power 4, 5, or 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the most I could ever ask for with this card. We're gonna do it. Finally, gonna get to play a sweet card. Nice build around. Let's see. Doesn't look like anything in here we need. Guess we could take a Rupture Spire. I might actually be able to play it. Possibly, yeah. Just because we're not like a super quick deck. It's not a good top deck land, though. If you have other plays you want to make, I think we still take it. We may play Rupture Spire, I'm not sure yet. Well, another 4-power creature would be nice. So let's do that. Ooh, Disciple. Now that is a really nice pickup for us. I guess Inferno Hellion. Geez, that's some good synergy with Sarkhan's Unsealing. But we're going to take the Disciple. It's just much, much better for our deck. So we can probably cut 1 axe. And this is what we're rocking right now. I'm probably okay with this. A little bit creature light. Not too bad, though. Probably take another Naturalize. Could take the Fire Elemental, I guess, but Naturalizes can come up big. Take the Boar. Definitely now with Sarkhan's Unsealing. Guess we take the Gloves, but we're not going to play them. I may just be off Marauder's Axe at this point. I'm probably okay with that. Spark-Tongue Dragon, cool. Does not have the Sarkhan's Unsealing synergy we're looking for, but I think we still take it. Naki Ogre, on the other hand, does, and we're going to take it and play it over... I don't know yet. I'll figure that out. Don't need any of this. So, really cool deck, actually. One of the few times... Well, the only time I've gotten to play the Sarkhan's Unsealing. And actually, I don't think I've played against Sarkhan's Unsealing yet. I think that is a true statement, though I'm not 100%. Well, I don't know if I want to do the Rupture Spire or not. Having to pay another one is, especially when you're just 2-color, this is more of a liability than I'd like. Yeah, I think we're not going to do the Rupture Spire. I'm just going to hope that we can make our colors work here. So, a little 4-drop heavy. We can afford to cut a couple creatures. I don't really want to cut anything that's got 4 power. So let's cut things that aren't 4 power. And those would be Gyriper Guide, Boggart Brute, Corsair. I'm just looking at the things that I'm willing to cut. I think the rest, these are potentials that are on the chopping block. I think I am going to cut the Tormenting Voice, so I think when you've got a curve like this, it can be pretty helpful. So let's just cut the weakest of these two, which is probably... I think in this deck, because we've got such a good late game thing going with these fatties, it's the best idea to go with the Courser over these two. Because 3/2s are not going to be able to block as well. Courser can hold down the fort a little bit better. And this looks fun. This looks like a fun deck. Volley Veteran, admittedly, not so great in this deck since it's the only one. And it's a 4/2. But I think we're going to play it. Pretty much solely because Sarkhan's Unsealing. That's good enough reason for me. We have a lot of dudes that it interacts well with now. 10? We have 10 creatures that work with Sarkhan's Unsealing? Honestly, I don't think we could ask for a better build for Sarkhan's Unsealing. That's not true. We could have probably gotten a better build. But Double Shock, Lightning Strike, Rabid Bite, Titanic Rose. We can pretty much deal with anything. A little bit of ramp, admittedly not much, but plenty of mid-game fat. So if we can survive to the mid-game, I've got a lot of confidence in this deck. This is cool. All right. Very, very color intensive, which potentially is problematic. I cannot decide if I want to pull the trigger on this Rupture Spire. It could really help a lot. I guess we'll risk it. It could hurt us too, but I'm gonna hope it's more helpful than hurtful. All right, 8/8 with the Rupture Spire. I guess that's gonna be it. Okay. A little bit fat in the middle, but we have the early removal. I'm hopeful that is good enough. So, all right, here you have it. Gruul mid-range. We'll see you round one. Round one, opponent is playing first. We're going to keep this hand, basically because Lightning Strike is pretty helpful. That was a good draw. I can potentially kill the Neonate. I may not want to. We'll see. We'll see. Doomed Dissenter. Alright. We'll kill the Neonate. Or do I want to kill the Neonate? I don't think so, actually. I'm not in any immediate danger from it. I don't see a great reason to do that. Alright. So I guess we'll play the boar. I mean, I could play the Volley Veteran, but I guess we're not in a big rush to do that. So I can play the veteran, deal one to the dissenter, force them to block with the harpy, or force them to sack the dissenter. This will become 2/3 and they'll have a 2/2. That's enough. Oh, but they can only block it with one creature. That's a lot more desirable, because otherwise if I don't do that, they're just going to block and sack. So I'm actually going to play the veteran, and this is just in my estimate, a good way to get some damage in now. So we'll deal our 1 here. They sack it in response. Then we attack with the boar. And they can't even block it very well, so that's pretty cool. Yep, that works for me. Okay. So we'll eat the... Ooh, they're going for that play too, huh? Alright. Well, that's okay with me. So we'll eat the Epicure. Get in with the boar. And drop the Courser here. Okay. Hmm. Do I attack with the veteran too? They put the zombie there, put the Epicure there, and the Harpy here. Could just attack with these two. They put the Epicure there. Token for that. I think we'll just do these two. Alright. This is actually fine. So we're trading a Titanic Growth for an Epicure. They're going to sack it, and then we'll kill the Ravenous Harpy. So this actually works okay. We're killing their two most important things. Oops. They're done after that. Well, I'll take that. Geez. Showed them a little bit of information, but that's okay. So, life gain deck. White-black life gain, which is a good deck. I've played it many times. They've got the synergies. They've got the fountain with the Epicure and the Neonate. We don't really have a sideboard plan outside of Naturalizes, do we? Yeah, I can't really see a lot else that I would sideboard into. Maybe a Gear Per Guide. It does actually get by quite a few of their things. But I think where we're at is obviously good if it worked that well, so let's try it again. And I don't think a Naturalize for a Fountain of Renewal is worth it. This is a clear mulligan. This one's a keep. Keep land on top. Sentinel's good. So we can go Disciple here. Vine Mare is good. Can actually play it. It might actually be a good idea to play it since it's got the color problem. I mean, the color that we're lacking is in double in Vine Mare, so it makes sense to play the more color intensive thing there, especially given that if our Disciple dies, there's nothing we can do. Ooh, Vigilant Baloth. Well, I'm willing to trade that's really weird. Alright, let's attack with Divine Mare here. I'm probably willing to make this trade, considering we're going to follow up with a Vigilant Baloth. But I can just trade, let's see. Hmm. Can trade the Titanic Growth for the Gargoyle Sentinel, follow up with an Onaki Ogre, or I can take the trade and they can sack the Sentinel too. I'm not exactly sure what's better. Because this becomes 3 power then, and it's going to attack for 3. I think that we play the Vigilant Baloth. I don't want them to sack to the Harpy and lose my Titanic Growth. It doesn't quite feel worth it to me. Oh boy. Now that is an exciting play. Hmm. All right. Cool. See you round 2. Round 2, this is a mulligan. This one's a keep. I guess we'll keep that on top. Alright, better that than a creature. Because we are a little bit on the slow side at the moment. Oof. Would like to pay 1 to prevent that. Shock would be good. Lightning Strike. Sarkhan's Unsealing would actually be okay. Uh-oh, that's the last creature we want to see. It's only 2, isn't it? Seems fine. Alright. Take our medicine. Get the Baloth down. So, I guess we can attack. I wasn't sure if they were going to block because, we have a grip full of cards. But they did. So, blocking there. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope we don't lose to the Catalyst Elemental deck. That would be embarrassing. We are kind of like just a Palaka Worm away from being okay. I'm not sure what's the best here. If I do this, I lose my Devil. I probably just block here. Because if I double block here and take 2... Yeah, I think we have to hope we draw a removal. Or a Palaka Worm will do. Wow, concession, huh? People are just playing all in aggro with concede just concessions. Interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, we're a little bit slower than I'd like, but honestly, we could swap the dragon for like it could actually be like a tormenting voice. I know it's not a creature, but it helps us find our removal or our cheaper things. Because I don't love Gear Per Guide here either. I think we'll swap out of the dragon for a tormenting voice because I think it can help us. Potentially help us find what we need earlier. Not the best hand. We will keep it. No second land is very nice. So it probably makes more sense to do the Electrify into the Thornhide Wolf. Guess it makes more sense to kill the Brute. So then we can potentially keep the Ogre at bay with our Wolf. So we'll kill that, we'll take 4. Play the Wolf. Guess if they have active treason, we're in trouble, but I'm not going to play around it yet. It's a lot of instigators. Courser. Alright, get the Vine Mare down. So I think they're setting up for the volley dude. Or a Sky Scanner. Well, they didn't give the Sky Scanner haste, so I'm happy about that. Alright, so let's go. Guess we can attack with the wolves. See if they double block with an ogre and a goblin, which I think they will. But maybe we just play the Palaka Worm for that reason. Okay. So we can smash with Worm and Wolf now. And then we'll play 2 more creatures. Because they may just take 11 here as well. I mean, this is insane for us. Still trample over. We draw a card. We get to even do a veteran, which is sweet. Kill their flyer. Play a boar. Oh, geez. I do have Titanic Growth in here, don't I? And a Basilisk, too, I guess. So they can pump that 3 times. Should make it 9 power. I think that we have to actually attack. Mm-hmm. So attack with everything. They block the wolf. They maybe block the basilisk and take 7. That would put them at lethal. I think we'll do it. I'm actually more surprised they blocked the boar. All right, see you in round 3. Round 3, won the die roll, playing first, keeping. Finally saw a green seeker too, which is nice. More white, black, life gain. Oh, some nice synergy. Okay. Okay. Guess we can afford to get rid of a couple lands here. All right, nipped that problem in the bud. Gallant Cavalry. That's a good one. That was weird. Yeah, take it. Well, I can build towards this Spark Tongue Dragon. I'm not entirely convinced the burn is necessary because we're still 3 lands away from it. That's 3 turns of not beating in with our Spark Tongue Dragon. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we just play the dragon now. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I'd rather use the Electrify here. Basically because I think Titanic Growth will do a better job of winning the game. Green Seeker's so good. Can't even be blocked by the 2-headed zombie. Man, that is mean. So we're dealing 8, taking him to 9. Potentially lethal next turn. Five cards in hand. What is going on? I mean, not drawing lands off a Green Seeker seems okay too, doesn't it? Could Titanic Growth. I think I'm okay with this though. We'll see if they must have something 5 cards in hand. Strangling Spores on that. So I can just save my dragon. Can I kill them if I... No, I don't think so. We'll just save the dragon. Get our damage in. Get our trample. Play a Courser. A lot of lethal things. Alright, Green Seeker. Great job. I think it only drew 2 lands that game too. Guess this keeps count for me. Still good. 2-drop that blocks and draws 2 cards in green. Yeah. So naturalizes. We could take care of a Johnny's Welcome. I mean, probably pretty good in their deck. I'd like to see more than one before I go down that rabbit hole though. So let's just run her back. Oh yeah, that's a keep. Dissenter is good. Alright, gonna play our Courser. Could play the Ogre too, huh? We'll play the Courser. I think the Courser... I don't actually know why. Oh, I know why. We've got Sarkhan's Unsealing. That's reason alone. Even though we don't have it in our hand, nor do we have 4 mana. Alright, that's a good draw. So let's get in with the Courser. They can block with the Dissenter to get their 2/2. We'll play the Vine Mare and pass. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. We're gonna take the zombie. Okay. So, we can play the Vigilant Baloth. I think we're just going to attack with the Vine Mare. Play the Vigilant Baloth and pass. So, I'm assuming they have the Swarm. Let's see. -3/-3 to something. They can kill my Baloth at the cost of... That's worth it. Like, I guess this is actually still okay. I mean, they definitely got a lot of value out of that trick, but I think it's okay. I mean, if they were going to play that, better that than like their Dissenter, probably. Six mana. What can we do with 6? We can play the Havoc Devils and leave up a Titanic Growth. That's probably good enough. Yeah, I guess I can't protect that. One card left in their hand. Um, kind of feel like protecting the Courser. Seems valuable here. Nice. Oops. Guess we can nuke, could nuke them too. Take them to 8, 5. I think we actually nuke them. Because then this puts them dead to both Vinemare and the dragon. And they can attack with Child of Night into our Corsair, I suppose, but then we just kill it. All right, wow. Well, we crushed the draft, and we only played Sarkhan's Unsealing one time, and used it for value once, but I'm sure you enjoyed the theme of the deck. I know I did. We never got to do the Dream, the Sarkhan's Unsealing Pelakka Worm, but the deck was sweet. It turned out great, and we even beat aggro with it, so happy to see that. Titanic Growth is just a phenomenal card, I think. It really is an important card in most of the formats it's in, from my recollection. It just sort of wins games, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back for more. We'll see you for the next one.